Hi team, we're here again, and as you know, we've been doing a little bit of the around the grounds with our local West Australian professional riders, and again, we're really privileged and lucky to be able to touch base with another WA champion guy who was having an amazing start to the year in 2020, and we're going to catch up. I'll just flick across now. We've got Hindley on the line, and it's absolutely, as I said, fantastic to be able to catch up with these guys. Hey, Jai, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. How's everyone going?
Yeah. Look, I think we're going okay. I think we're doing all right. I was just saying, we're just sort of trying to catch up with everyone, catch up and see, what the current location and what the current situation. Sorry, not location, but situation is with our WA riders around the world. You're also in Girona, and also caught up in this lockdown that's affecting a lot of, certainly a lot of our riders. How you coping with all that at the moment, Joe?
Yeah, so like a lot of the other guys from Perth, I'm in Girona, and we're coming up to like 2.5 weeks in lockdown now. So yeah, it's not ideal. But yeah, I guess a lot of people are in the same boat. So just trying to make the most of the time, and yeah, still getting the training in, and yeah, it's not not what you want, but yeah, it is what it is.
Mate, what I wanted to talk about, because I think some of the key things that we really probably hadn't touched on, other than a bit of social media, but you started the 2020 season with Team Sunweb, has been an absolute cracker. We're looking at some of the results that started through the Tour Down Under, 18th, I think, if I'm right in saying 18th on GC, but that roll into February and the Jayco Sun Tour. Obviously, an overall win for the team, for yourself. A couple of stage wins there, Falls Creek and Mount Buller. But yeah, I just really wanted to touch base and chat through that team effort. But yeah, yourself, great results. Can you talk us through sort of how that tour unfolded for you, and the team support that you got, etc.
Yeah. So it was a pretty special start to the season for me personally, and yeah. The hands in the air. I mean, it's been a while, so yeah. But now, trained pretty hard over the summer back in Perth, and had some really good support off our friends and family, like I usually do when I'm back home.
Sure.
And yeah, down under, more so down under, was like a big target for me. Going in as a leader, and yeah. I had like a pretty bad crash on that Sterling stage, which I don't know, may have affected me, but in the end, yeah, I didn't really get the result I was looking for there. But then I think having that hard week of racing in the legs, and then going into Cadell's and Sun Tour, yeah, I think body really came round by the time we hit Sun Tour. And yeah, I guess it was also the course more suited to me. Like I like those longer climbs.
The 2-stage wins that you had, Falls Creek and Mount Buller, and certainly watching Mount Buller, great effort by your team, obviously, and obviously a huge effort coming into the final couple of Ks there. But would you say that was the most satisfying win out of the 2 stages?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I for sure, probably because I basically needed to win that to sort of seal the deal on the GC. So yeah, it was pretty important, and it was also pretty special, to back up after that first stage and really defend the jersey in a good way, So
yeah,
and like you said, the team were pretty incredible that day. The Sun Tour, they weren't the longest stages, but they're still bloody hard. And yeah, it's good racing, and real aggressive, and I really like that race. So
yeah. Well, I've seen it wasn't a couple of years ago. You also did. I think did you second or third GC? If I'm right in saying in 17. So you know it pretty well.
The last time I did it in 2017, I was second. So it was good to go one better. Yeah.
So you touched on the team, and I know again looking through the last 2 years, really, team Sunweb have been building some big names and obviously getting some great results. I look at Tens Benut, Hagar, Gelderman, Roach. We're talking some powerful boys there. How are you finding the team dynamics?
Yeah, I mean, I really like it. I get on really well with everyone in the team, and yeah, for me, it's a good setup, and I get my own opportunity to race, and the structure is like really well thought out and very like meticulous, but yeah, it's good. I mean, I pretty much know my whole race program, or the first half of my race program anyway, like before the year starts, and yeah, where they want me to be good, where they want me to be in a building up sort of area, and yeah, it's just like it's a really professional setup, So to be part of that, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, we can see that, and obviously you've got a couple of WA boys there with Robbie Power and Mike Storer as well. So that obviously must be a bit of I wouldn't say fun, but it's certainly nice to have some local company with you in the team.
Yeah, it definitely makes it just a lot more comfortable, on the bus or at the dinner table or whatever. When you got like guys there, you can have a yarn with and talk trash or whatever. Yeah, it's good.
So you're coming out of that. You raced the UAE Tour through February, and then obviously we've gone into March and then gone into this COVID-19 situation. Had you planned on the Giro? Was that part of your build-up this year? Was it? I mean, obviously you've had good results again, 35th GC last year. Is that something that you planned on your original calendar?
Yeah. So the Giro was like the big sort of goal of this season, and yeah, I was actually meant to do UAE Tour and then have a bit of a break anyway, and then do an altitude camp, Romandy, and then head to the Giro in like full, peak form. So yeah, hasn't gone that way exactly, but yeah, it's also life, like you can plan everything, but yeah,
as I say,
at the end of the day, it could be a global crisis going on, and
there's only a certain amount of things that you can control. Exactly. Hey, listen. So you mentioned that you're getting on the trainer every day. Have you got structured training stuff that you're doing, or is it just a matter of? I mean, I won't say turning legs over because I know you guys, are a little bit more professional than. But are you working to a structured plan at the moment with an end goal, depending on what the situation or how the situation unfolds?
Yeah, so the team's just like monitoring how it's going on with the racing and the calendars and whatnot. But yeah, it's also hard to say because I guess no one really knows when it's going to clear up. And yeah, at the moment I've just been doing pretty much ergo most days. But yeah, it's nothing like too structured. It's just like 2 to 3 hours every day, just like keeping the fitness, not doing anything super intense, and yeah, just staying fit basically. But it's also good for the head as well. Like it's not the funnest doing like indoor training, but yeah. Also, if I didn't have the indoor trainer, then it would be really grim. So
true.
Yeah, you come to appreciate it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree that for sure. Look, as I said, I wanted to really try and remain positive, and I think what we're doing at the moment is seeing you're coming into, as I said, a year that we're hitting your straps. Look, I'm confident and certainly hope like hell that this thing can pass. I mean, we all know there's obviously some global long-term concern for everyone, but if we can keep positive and keep, as you said, keep the legs turning over, And that's what we're recommending here in WA as well. We've got the ability to get out and ride our bikes in pairs. So we're seeing riders getting out in ones and twos still at this stage. We're very isolated in Perth, as you know. So we've been lucky enough to continue that. So that's how most people are spending their time bike-wise over here. Have you been keeping in touch with your family and etc. back in Perth?
Yeah, I've been staying in contact with heaps of people, and it's really nice to just talk to people about normal things. And pretty jealous of the guys that can still get out into the sun and train. And
So is the team that's giving you all the the dialogue, the updates, sort of keeping you, and obviously other than the news, but keeping you updated with sort of plans as they change from week to week, around what the possibilities are that could change given the given the release?
Yeah, they've been keeping us pretty well updated, but like I said, it's also pretty hard to give information when you don't really know what's going on. So, but no, they've been doing a good job, and whenever they find out something, we get informed. So it's been really good on their behalf.
Right, mate, it's been really great to catch up with you. As I said, we really want to try and keep in touch with everyone and sort of make sure that we're there and share some news or share any information that you feel is appropriate. I hope everything works out as far as keeping the head on with with your training. And we'll certainly touch base in a couple of weeks. But mate, as I said, we certainly will be following you and wish you all the best over these few 4, 6, 8 weeks, whatever it looks like.
Yeah, no, I appreciate your time. Thanks for that, Glenn. And to everyone back home, take care of yourself and enjoy the bike and appreciate it while you can.
While we can, exactly. We'll just leave it there, Jai. Thank you so much, and take a lot of care, mate.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Glenn. Cheers.